Hello and good afternoon, everyone. Good evening if you're sleeping, but get up. The Insaka ladies are here today. Today is the second. This is second month of a year, and it's February. So in February, it's a love month, as you guys know, and it's Black History Month as well. So this month we're talking about love, and we're talking about different things. I'm gonna give it to you guys, and today's topic is amazing. But before I go into today's topic, which is amakurugas bali abantu abenda n'abayica abaomi abayiche. Some people are in love, some people are not. So we have all impacting today. But before I go anywhere, as you know, not alone here. I have my co-host. I'm gonna go with Miss Nelly. Good afternoon.
Hey, good afternoon, good evening, good whatever, wherever you are. Thank you for joining Insaka. If you have not liked and subscribed, go ahead and do that and share with your friends. You're going to learn something.
Yes. And Miss Priska, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Winnie. This is the Insaka Talk Show. Thank you for tuning in. Your introduction is amazing. If I was sitting somewhere, just hear your voice, I would love just tune in and listen. So I'm going to encourage everybody, share this because you have something to learn. But thank you so much. How are you?
Good. You're looking beautiful. I love your hairstyle.
Thank you. You know, she's got that wig. This is our natural wig, and I need the neckline. Look at it.
Yeah. Wait, I don't want to go there. Miss Irene.
Nanim Shawana in Kalamika. Sorry, Nanim Shawana 2023 in Kalamika. So hello. The wig is available online.
Hi, Irene. How are you?
I am very good. I actually have something to show off myself. I have very you know what? Priska has been doing all the show offs and see my body, see my nails, yo.
They're beautiful.
Okay? They're beautiful. I love them, and I want to embrace my blackness.
Yeah.
And that said, you all know, you guys, that February is Black History Month. We don't take it lightly because our color has been pushed and pinned and poked so many times. So we need to know what started Black History Month. So I'm just going to read a little bit so you know it's not much. So please pay attention. As we all know that this is Black History Month, it's a time to acknowledge and celebrate contributions made by Black heroes around history. It has been also created to focus on the contribution of African Americans to the United States. It honors all Black people from all periods of the United States history, from the first enslaved people that were brought from Africa in the early 17th century to Americans living in the United States today. In recent years, the spotlight has been important on Black people living in America, also to strengthen, support, marginalize their Black communities. We need to embrace our Black lives, not only for 28 days in February, but for 365 days, y'all. So right. That said, let's celebrate ancestral history by recognizing 5 heroes for Black History Month. We have Frederick Douglass, we have Harriet Tubman, we have Dr. Martin Luther King, we have Rosa Parks, then we have George Washington. I urge all young people, learn your history. Not Monomutapa, not if grasshopper. Learn history, y'all. Thank you.
Okay, Monomutapa Kingdom, that's important.
In Africa, hello.
I know.
I'm joking, don't kill me. Don't come after me.
We will come after you. Meanwhile, let's see what our Insaka family has to say.
Jay's mom sends love and hearts. Thank you, Jay's mom. We love you too.
Naomi, the positive optimist, She says, love to all of you.
Mimi Sokani, love this. Mimi, we cannot wait. We're excited about this topic today too.
Princess Mangala says, hello, gorgeous queens. Good to see you. Watching you from New Orleans, London. Today. Look, I'm already in London. Me, I love London.
Princess, thanks for tuning in. I know you're on vacation. Girl, enjoy and keep those pictures coming on Facebook. We'll watch
Yes.
Looking beautiful. Ladies, thank you, Princess. You're looking amazing yourself. I watched your live.
So Jay's mom says, I think age is just a number. What matters is love because men take look to the mature. They take a look at mature and find someone who's 34 years, behaves like a 20-year-old boy. So age doesn't matter. And there's a misconception about dating somebody younger than you. I submit. I'm here to learn.
Yep.
Thank you, Jay's mom.
Thank you. Tora, our friend. Good afternoon, my people. Hello, friends. Tora, how are you? Thank
Correct.
you.
guys. So,
Yeah.
like we said, like Winnie said, we do have a packed show for you guys today. So back to you, Winnie.
Yeah. So our icebreaker of this week. What would you do if your child ordered a $1,000 worth pizza? Yolanda, kuka pa fye.
I'll just charge on my card.
$1,000.
Pizza. Yeah.
What would you do?
I would report it as fraud. It's not his card. What would you
That's
1,000? How
That-
much pizza? Like how many boxes of pizza is that?
Wow.
that is true. That,
What would you do, Irene?
You're right, Priska, because any adult can know that there's no way one can order $1,000
It's a birthday party.
pizza. Yeah.
But from child,
No.
usually
they
you
don't know who's ordering. They don't know who's behind.
unless online. At the end of the day, it's not his card, it's my card. I will report it for
So this actually happened, guys,
Yeah.
last week in the United States. A man who was left by his wife went out on a girls' night or whatever it is, left him in charge of the child, and he gave the child his phone to play game on. But while the kid was playing games, he went in the Grubhub app and ordered $1,000 worth of food from different restaurants. So you just saw like the bell was nonstop ringing. And with Grubhub, they just leave it at your door.
Yeah.
They're just like leaving all these foods. So he ended up sharing with neighbors.
Yep.
yeah, bali kwa tempi.
That's what I said. I said, because there's no way we need one penny out. Nah, food. What? Yeah.
Just like $1 to them.
But you know how it is.
So our next question is: would you marry a young, handsome man without money or an old, ugly, rich man? Old, ugly, rich man. Yeah, I would.
Old, ugly,
Baraka.
old, ugly. Even if it's poor, ugly, I'll do old anytime before I can do young.
Really?
Yeah.
No. Young is not for me. Young and handsome, worse.
Winnie?
I think I'll go to the younger one. 'Cause I want to put some adventure. Yeah, that's fine.
Olomlela lensala.
It's
High
okay.
blood pressure. What is high blood pressure, my child?
And you know what? I'm not gonna have but I'm gonna have fun all day, morning, night, and night, or every
And
day.
then mwakulala kakwati balianjikuite. Nelly, what's your take on that?
Yeah, I think I'm with Winnie on this one. I like what they know.
Yeah.
The thing is, guys,
The
when
vacation.
it's old, like when they're so much older, there's a limit to what you can do. And I'm an adventurous person. I'm very outgoing. So that means that person will be tired.
But me and Priska will call you when we're in Cyprus.
We'll be asking money from you
vacation?
guys. We'll be asking money.
No, we are
No,
not
we're not giving.
of dating for the sake of musuma mwaiche.
No.
Girl, the vacation. Nana, can leave him at home. Go with your friends.
Esau is saying, love this, keep the fire burning. Thanks, Esau, all the way from Chipata.
Sandra Musoma Dorsey, our sister, I would get My money back. Exactly. Me too.
She says, young, handsome, without money for her. Okay.
See,
No.
it's just like I want to go and have fun.
We're still counting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that. So trending topics. What's trending topics?
Mm.
Well, you all know, I don't know a lot about football, but I know who Tom Brady is so much because he's been reigning because he keeps retiring and then coming back. But now he says he's finally dropped his mic. So we wish him all the best and we hope he has banked a good amount of money so he can take vacations.
You see my eye?
That money they will have to share it though. Remember, he filed for divorce.
Mm-hmm.
You see my eye? I'm like this. Like any eye, but I like what Tom Brady wanaka. Mairo mo I am benched. Mairo mo abuka. Mairo. Sabiye ninga namula ka retirement. Namukula. Just say nimukula. That's it. And you know the bad thing is when you are like a star, like whatever you're doing, leave at the good point.
Leave while the stage is still hot. Sorry, go ahead.
The next one, Mike Anthony married for the 4th time, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many rings are you buying? You're marrying something. Those kids were not even there. Like Banaka, how many times?
He's got the money though. He's one of the highest paid Hispanic songwriters, musicians. I've been to his concert. He sang in Spanish the whole concert, and I was the only black fool enjoying myself like I know what he was talking about.
4 is a lot.
Yes.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it is.
Attractive.
She's very pretty.
And young.
I know, very young.
I hope it's not a prenup. There was a prenup, I hope.
No, I think that's why you keep on marrying, because there's no prenup. Why is not better ring? You were about to leave, go goodbye. I'm gonna go find another one.
Let's sell the ring.
Yep.
Okay.
Guys, something interesting. So there was a big Chinese balloon that was spotted this past week over the United States.
Hey.
Mm-hmm.
Chinese have been spying on us, y'all. And guess what? This thing looks tiny when you look at it in the sky. It doesn't look that big, but it's the size of 3 school buses.
You lie.
It's the size of 3 school buses. It is huge. And that's how it looks like when you look at it in the
air
from the sky, right? So eventually they were trying to figure out what do they do with it, right? The intelligence were like, well, should we shoot it down? They're like, well, if they shoot it down, what if there's, debris or stuff that falls on people and it's harmful? There were all these concerns. So they had to wait until it is, in a place that's maybe like over a large body of water or something. Yeah. Finally, yesterday, they shot it down. It was in the Carolinas and they shot it down yesterday so they could, I guess, gather whatever it is.
But China, oh, sorry.
Was there anything?
No, for real.
The debris?
Yeah, so I don't know. I think they're still, working on it. They probably tell us, intelligence stuff. But guys, with that, we are going to go on our first commercial break. And when we come back, Miss Winnie is going to share with us the last trending topic.
Yeah. Do you run a nonprofit organization in the education, health, and human services sectors? Do you need grant funding for your organization? Or do you need help developing programs to help you raise money for your nonprofit organization? At Vibrant Funding, our mission is to connect our nonprofit partners in the education, health, and human services sectors to the financial resources required to achieve their mission. We support nonprofit organizations based in and operating in the United States and Africa. We offer the following services to new and established organizations: program development, donor engagement and retention, grants research and writing. Contact us at www.vibrant-funding.com or email us at info@vibrant-funding.com. Call us at 404-751-6802 to learn more about our services and how we can help you to have an impact on the world. Vibrant Funding, connecting donors and nonprofits.
Hi guys, good afternoon, welcome back. So kuzambe na mumfako ngoya pa internet or pa social media atikuli bantimile. Bantimile moya mafyashtike. It's a whole thing about younger man. She's been married to this younger man who's just like I don't even know how to explain it, but it's just a foul. Like in an isalo shafet yay bantimile ba. So you guys, I'm gonna ask you a little bit about Auntie Millie. If you guys saw what was going on last week, Auntie
Nelly, are
Millie.
you crying?
You had no choice but to cry with her.
No,
Products plus.
problem yo yini kodwa Auntie Millie. Trefo kumfuyo usina batho ba le ko kumfuyo mo ba puba umli batuntolo. This is not my words. There are so many in social media who are saying this. Like, I'm sorry for, like, I even said, I'm so sorry for her. Because not only she's not okay, she needs help. But even if you're going to like dating a younger man, there are so many younger men who are very smart, who are very intelligent. You can be in a good, successful relationship. But dating somebody like her, is it because Kuzambia, you want to date a colored guy, somebody who has a different kind of color? Like, it's really like I'm sitting down here.
I'll cut you off right there. I think for me, it's not even love is not about color.
No,
Evidently, she's in love, right? But I always say this: don't let love turn you into a fool. You have to know when to walk away. You have to know when to love yourself enough, that you're worth it. So yeah, she's having marital squabbles with her younger spouse.
That is crazy. Priska, what would you say about Auntie Millie?
It's nonsense. It's nonsense because he knew his history. Guys, he was in prison for murdering a taxi driver for rich or whatever. Allegedly. Let me say allegedly, right?
Mm.
They ripped off his skin, his eyes, his tongue, whatever. She met him, was doing drugs. She has young kids, young girls. She brought the man in the house. Now, not to say that if somebody was in prison, they cannot be rehabilitated,
yeah,
and stuff like that. But what I'm saying is you saw the signs from the beginning. The kid is like 24 years old, you're in your 40s. Men take forever to mature. Now, if she did not see the signs and whatever, you're drinking together, you do that stupid video where he's dancing like a fool. She's like Mr. Mulwanda. Does it deserve to be called Mr. Mulwanda?
No.
Every time you argue, he threatens you and come to social media. Now, but why are you bringing him back in your life? You can do so much better by yourself. You are the one taking care of him. So when you ask me, would you marry a younger man? Me, nah, not a fool like that. So
not everybody's a fool, but it just happens to be he's a fool. Irene.
Well, for me, I feel like Millie has been in a very dicey situation. She has children from the previous marriage. And I think when you have a lot of children, you fall for anybody that's going to love you with your chain of children, because you feel like if he can love me and 5, 6, 10 children, that means he really loves me. I think that's where she was basing her love. She overlooked all these things that we are talking about this young man who had a rap sheet of wrong things that were red flags for her. She overlooked it. Love is very complex. It's easy for us to say whatever we're saying, but she's the one who's hurting because she's the one who loves this very complicated man. So the only thing we can do is we wish her well. Prayers should be very important. She should seek professional help, at least to just speak out her emotions.
Jesus.
Because this guy knows how to manipulate her. He says the very beautiful things about her and she melts.
Oh yeah.
It really didn't even make sense what he was saying, but the beginning of the video, if you listen to it, he was serenading Millie to an extent that Millie was melting. That's probably why he's been doing this for a very long time to get away with it. I mean, I wish her well. She's a woman like us and she doesn't deserve to be in such kind of mess. But I think She
Nelly,
should maybe stay away from social media for now and heal.
Nelly.
Yeah, for me, I'm with Priska in that when you have children, you have to be very mindful as a woman who you bring around your children.
Number
And
one.
when somebody is an addict, it
Yeah.
is very dangerous. They cannot be trusted. She talked about him when she's out of town. He makes the people who live in the house line up for sugar.
Hmm.
So if your children are lining up to get the essentials in the house, what would stop him from sexually abusing your daughter so they can get food?
Yeah.
Gosh.
Do you know how twisted that is? Like, that is a possibility that we need to look at as women. If you are bringing somebody in the home and you have children, the possibility of sexual abuse is very high. And these
Mhm.
days, it doesn't even matter if it's girls, boys, boys,
Boy,
and fella. They are
absolutely.
all up for whatever. So, I would say, please think about your children. Think about your children.
And she
Well,
needs help. Guys,
Yeah.
like
Right.
for me is I have no respect for somebody that would say, "Oh, I'm going through this. I'm fine. I've healed." We've been through heartaches. It takes you a while to heal and do what you do. Just it's okay to accept and say, "You know what? I'm hurting. It's okay. Go get help. Counseling. Go and seek professional help how you can deal with this and overcome." You've brought two beautiful innocent kids in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
When they grow up, their friends will be laughing at them.
Yeah.
Go get off social media and go get real help.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, these people behind the keyboards are laughing and looking at you. But when you go to bed, you cry alone.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Anyway, so that said, we have Princess Mwangala. She has a very interesting comment, which I believe is runs in my system right now about Auntie Millie. Auntie Millie is in a toxic relationship. Both of them need help. She needs to cut off the relationship, take care of herself and her children. I believe amen to that.
Mhm.
Ruth Zimba Kapansa. I distance myself from this topic. Okay, Ruth, that's okay. It's not everybody's cup of tea. Thank you.
Sandra Musoma Dorsey, she says, I think she needs help. She was hopeful that her marriage would work out. Love is a very interesting thing. I believe it is.
Karen Zimba, love this. Thank you, Karen. At least it's your cup of tea.
Tawera says toxic dysfunctional marriage. Yes, we agree with you, my dear.
Sandra Sapotindwa. In an unhealthy relationship, people will experience a lowered sense of self worth when they allow themselves to be controlled by their partner, have no personal boundaries or limitations, and do not communicate their thoughts and feelings. That's true.
That's
Pastor
very
Andrew, my friend,
mm-hmm.
into that, I think we're gonna go into our. It's funny because it happened. We prepared things months and weeks ago, so we had this topic prepared. So it's not about Auntie Millie, guys. We do our homework with what we do here. We're just not the people who just want to be looking cute. We want to bring conversation that we all can learn out of it. So we
Mhm.
prepared this topic way back. So share, like, don't be liking us, share, like, and call somebody else to watch it. So brings us to our topic today. How much a gap is acceptable? Like how much gap would you be able to, like, if you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, what's the gap range would you be able to be in a relationship with? I would say it's a question, but I'll ask Priska. What's the gap range?
Same age and above. Guys, this is the reason why nothing wrong with dating a younger man, nothing wrong with an older man dating a younger woman. And usually women are just, oh, I end no much, end no much. For me, because I have a younger brother,
Mm.
I don't know if when I date a younger man, I would respect them like I should respect a man. So for me, my husband is a couple of years older than me, which is fine. So I would not date somebody younger than me or marry somebody younger than me. That's just my personal take on it.
That's your personal take on it. I think it's just love is love. It doesn't matter who you love. It doesn't matter where you find it. When you love somebody, you know what? Sometimes, right? It's your soul. How your soul get connected to the other partner and how you respect yourself. Because first of all, if you have respect for yourself, It doesn't matter who you meet, they're gonna respect for who you are. So when I found myself in a relationship with like people, somebody younger than me, if they love me for who I am and they respect me what I am and what we do together, trust me, I could even kneel down for that man because I love them and they love me back. But when you find somebody and then you try to be like, especially for us women, you're trying to be like them. You're trying to act 19 when you're dating somebody who's 24, when you're 40, then you're messing up. You have to be who you are.
So would you say that it's the acceptable age range? For example, if you were born in the same decade, right? If you were born in the 70s, would it be okay to marry or date somebody that was born in the 70s with you, even if they're like 5, 6, 7 years younger than you?
Yeah, I think for me, I could date
Like,
somebody
for
from
example,
75
you were born in the 70s and you're in a relationship with somebody who was born
in 80s.
1992.
No, no, no. Not for 85. 85 going down, from 75 to 85 going down. That range, I could date anybody. And I'm okay.
Mhm.
Yes.
85?
85 down,
That's
I'm
10
good.
years.
Oh,
Wow.
that's fine. 10 years is not bad. We're talking about that. Look at the
Mhm.
relationship with our
Mhm.
princess, Meghan Markle, and Prince Harry.
How many years difference?
I think there must be. I think there must maybe 9 years. We have it over there,
Yeah.
but I think 9 years gap.
Yeah, and
Mhm.
look at what problem she's
But
causing.
you see, those things,
Any
that's
problem?
why these topics are personal. I started with I wouldn't date somebody younger because
Mhm.
I love to love a man who is mature. I don't have to teach them how to love me. I don't have to teach them how to conduct themselves in a setting. They fall to crumbles when they don't know how to act because they see you as a mother figure, not as a girlfriend figure or a wife figure. That's just me. So
Mm-mm.
I think everybody should look within themselves and see the man they're with. If he's 5 years younger and he acts mature, that's okay. I mean, I can date 3, 4 years younger, but nothing less than that.
So we have some examples of, people. Priyanka is 10 years older than
Mhm.
her husband, Nick Jonas,
Yep.
and so far it seems like they have a successful relationship
Yes.
from all indications, right? But of course, people can't tell from the outside. We don't know what squabbles or issues they go through. And, here's another example.
Yep. Gabrielle Union and her husband.
Hmm.
Mhm.
They're doing very well. I mean, you could tell they're working together. She's older than him, but they're
Hmm.
growing together as a couple. And you won't even see nothing. I think they're a very happy couple.
That's what we think.
Mm, in
We
my
don't
head.
know behind
In
closed
my
doors
head.
what happens. I'm telling you, we always envy a book by its cover. We should just hopefully they are happy in their marriage.
I mean, yeah, she's about 9 years older than the husband, but then we also have, like in Africa, our very own Anne Kansime, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Anne Kansime, for her, she said age is just a number.
Yes.
She met this young man. He's 9 years younger than her, and she had been married before, but apparently the relationship was quite abusive.
Yeah.
um and if you look at her, they look very happy, you
Yeah.
know and she finally has a child. She's been wanting to have a baby for a long time, and they got blessed with a beautiful baby boy. So
He's
um
so cute. He does look like a boy. I would,
look at
oh
him.
my God, this is even worse.
Right here is worse. Please take it out.
Which one? Leave it
This
alone.
one, it's like she's really rubbing the cradle. I'm sorry.
No, I think you know what, you guys. You know what the thing is about. My mama, mnafaa bakalamba, mnafaa kunava ichi, kula batenten, but they respect you. They love you for who you are. Love is love.
Mm.
It is love, but I'll just throw this before we go to the next thing. The problem with dating somebody younger, if you're older, say I'll give you an example. I'm in my 50s and I'm dating somebody who's in their 30s. They're still feeling good about themselves. They go to the gym all the time. I'll start keeping up with that. Things that I don't want to do. I don't want to go to the gym and start working out and be in the gym for 3 hours. But he want us to do that. Then I'll lose myself.
Mm.
Not really.
Can't
I'm
do
going
that.
to
Follow
disagree with
him.
that.
I can't do that.
You just have to by yourself. You don't have to follow him.
So guys, what really attracts an older woman to a younger man? Well, what is it? Is it the physique? Is it what is it you think that would make a woman that's older? And to answer this, we do have a comment in the chat that I want to share that I think is in line with with this.
Tora Nirenda says, I prefer my age and above, but I have a problem. Younger men trouble. Yeah. Well,
So what is it that is attracting the younger men to you, Tora? What do you think it is?
But I think, the younger men, I think for Toya, maybe she'll answer you. Toya, we're waiting for you. But I think for the younger men,
Mm,
they will, like, you go out nowadays, we look, especially black don't crack.
yeah.
If you look at me, I look probably like the 20, 27. I'm in the 40s. But if
Yeah.
somebody who's 27 can talk to me, and then if I'm available, I'll say I'm single. The only thing is I won't date you because you are a little too young because I have kids, so I'm not going to bring you in my house. But if you're a little bit older, I will. And then I'll have conversation. Sometimes you have a better conversation because nowadays you can't look like, oh, I'm older, I can't do that. You want to go out, you want to have fun.
Mm,
You want to, like, for example, if you've been divorced and you're married and now you're going to go outside, Sandra Bullock. Remember that movie? What's the name of the movie? I forgot. I'll research it, the movie. Sandra Get the Groove Back, something like that.
No, that's Angela Bassett.
Angela, yes.
the groove back.
Yes. You get the groove back. You just want to feel it. You want to enjoy it. The black chocolate and everything else. Why not?
and then she had problems
And
with
then
him.
it failed.
Yeah.
No, because we get to be too comfortable when you're dating a younger guy. You don't have to be like I think Nelly said. Oh, no, Irene said, you don't have to be compromising them. You just have to be, this is who you are. If you find me this way, I don't have to be going to gym with you. You want to go. You love me for who I am. I don't have to be compromising my love with you.
But you start looking handsome every day, muscles, six pack shot. You go out, he's busy looking at the girls with the flat tummy, not really like this. Then you start feeling uncomfortable. Why put yourself in that? Find your, I don't know.
So what are you saying, Winnie?
No, I'm saying men they are more attracted to older women because they want to be somewhere where they're so mature. Because these younger girls are too, I'm on the phone, I'm talking to my friend, I'm on TikTok, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. So they found a matured woman, they want to be there because you're mature. You're not going to ask them for money most of the time. You're not asking.
So here's what I think. I think that for both men and women, right? There are men but our focus today is on women dating younger men. But there are men who date way younger women, right? Yeah. But generally, I think, and in the African context, it's not so much frowned upon. You find that the man is 70 years old. He's marrying a 20-something. Like, it's that crazy sometimes, right?
Yeah.
But when it comes to a woman who is dating or in a relationship with a younger man, the young man in question usually is the kind of man that is way mature beyond his age.
That's right.
And so he finds that being with the women that are in the same age group it's kind of frustrating, right? Even as women, there are those of us women who mature way faster, right? And so we can actually relate, have a conversation, and speak on a peer level with a man that's much older because of the way we think and the way we act. So I think for men, it's the same way. If a man is way mature beyond his age and he's just like, I'm tired of whatever these young girls are doing, then yes, he's going to be attracted to an older woman. That's my take on it.
What about the ones who just want a free bed and meal? There are so many of those.
Okay, so that brings us into the pros and cons, right? What are the pros and cons of marrying somebody that's younger than you? I think one of the pros is they are more prone to adventure. Like we said before, for me, I'm an adventurous person. I'm not like, I think in the 70s, kala toloka fem kala buena fet, oh, bari ko Peru, bari ko Ecuador, bari ko Amazon forest. That's me. I'm just like all over the place, right? So,
Zip lining.
yeah, exactly. So,
70.
those are some of the
And
the
the stamina, maybe younger men have the stamina to stay up longer. So if you tend to like, like shy away from what is good about you, they bring it out.
Mhm.
Maybe that, but doesn't mean I'll go there.
More sexually active.
Yeah.
I
I feel.
would go with what you said, Nelly. Maybe like activity wise, they keep you younger, they keep you on your
Mhm.
toes. Like for me, if I had to be with somebody younger than me, those are the things that I would enjoy because these days 40 is like the new 20. We're
Yeah.
now 40s, but we look great.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The same way like the 20 years old are looking pretty much we look the same because these days bad kwata mabede, bad kwata evi. So I would enjoy the going out, the adventures. I'll be going to the gym, taking care of myself. That would
Mhm.
be what I would enjoy if I was with somebody that was much younger than me. Winnie.
I think I'll do the same thing. I think I will enjoy that what you guys said, like you, Priska and Nelly, like going out, going to gyms, vacations, and just like let's travel the world. Like I think that's a good advantage. I think when you're dating a younger man. Hmm.
Yeah, but then when we look at the cons, one of the you get pushback from your family,
Yep.
friends. You and I win. We let's change that guy,
Oh yeah, that's another crazy
right?
part when your family push you back because your family will go down for you, especially us being an African women. When if I could take somebody who's younger to my parents, the first thing they'll ask me, "Uyu mwana wanu mzese china mwana wanu ni mwana wanu," and then it's like that thing is gonna push you back, and then you're thinking about it all the time. But if you love them, they have to accept it. But it's just like in our African culture, it's very tough. They won't give you the 100% in. They will accept you, but for them, it's terrible.
If you're lucky.
Irene, what do you think are some of the disadvantages of dating a younger person?
I mean, no people not taking him serious.
Mm,
A lot of times, maybe you can't change their dressing. They'll have the youthful way of dressing,
mm.
and but their mind is mature. Until they meet them and hear how they speak, then they'll be like, "Oh, he's mature." Nah, saginga. No.
Yeah, for me, is the immaturity. Generally, men are slow. It takes them forever to be matured, and most of the time, it's women that find themselves with younger men are the ones that went to school. They have their profession, like they put their career first, and now they want to start a family. And now that younger man is attracted to them, and they marry them, you're successful and your man is here. When you go to your business meetings, your
Yeah.
whatever, how do you introduce him to be on the same level intellectually, like to deal
Mm.
with your coworkers?
Mm-hmm.
Usually that's what happens. So for me, that's like, ah, nah.
He's the last person dancing at the office party, flirting with the young people. Like
Okay, I'll stop you right there. Y'all know Tony's older than me, but he's the last person dancing at the office party.
Tony is different.
he has that dance. I'm telling you.
The two of us are the last on the dance floor.
But you know
Uh,
what you said on that part, I would say like it's not only they become entitlement, especially when most of this nowadays where we are in the Western, you find the older men, older women are marrying a younger one. They are successful. They are the CEO, and then the same men that they're marrying the younger one, they're even more abusive to them. Just like our friend Millie, she's going through that because guess what? The guy is threatening her with the little picture that she posted when she was naked. I'm gonna do this to you. So now you become scared. You become in a shell because you're scared what they're gonna do. And then you can't take them anywhere else because they'll be embarrassing you. And then you're like, you're not even yourself. But you forgot that now you're marrying this person. And then the same person, it's a younger person, but abusing you. You can't even enjoy being successful because you're dating somebody who's young, and then your mind just becoming shallow and shallow and shallow because of the younger men. So it's a it's crazy, but I wish people all the best. I pray about it. Pray about your relationship,
All
baby.
right, let's hear what Ruth
Uh,
has to say.
so Ruth actually is saying almost similar to what you're saying, Winnie. She says, as an older woman, you start dealing with too many insecurities, and those are some of the insecurities that you're talking about.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
And
You
there are
know?
some
Yeah.
disrespectful,
Oh,
rude little boys that will tell you, after all, you're old, after all, this, you will never find.
you got kids. You have 4 kids, and then what you want? Like it's so bad. Like no. Mm-mm.
Tawera says, my parents, the way I dress up sometimes when I go clubbing or gym. Also, she's responding to why the younger men are looking at her.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
tell them you're my firstborn son. Yeah.
Tell them they smell of milk. Mavis Vanakateka Munkomba. She says it's not good to marry a young man younger than you. Okay, so she's for the older.
All right. Well, guys, so at the end of the day, we talked about the acceptable age range, right? So I think we already talked about what is acceptable. Is 15 years too big of a gap?
That's your
Yes,
child.
that's your
That is
child.
your child.
Because you could have a child at 15, right?
That's
Mhm.
true. You
Just
never know that way.
you might as well buy whole milk in the fridge so you can give it to him every time for his meal.
Especially if your firstborn child is a boy, that is
Exactly.
your child. Do not abuse these little boys. Leave them
Yeah.
alone. Use
Mm,
them for your daughters.
No, 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 no.
Yes.
Vamius, you've heard. So we are all out here, and we've been attracting,
Younger
like
man.
like Toera said, right? So how do you know if a younger man is interested in you? What are some of the signs, so that if you are not in that kind of life, you know how to just cut it off right there and then and keep moving, right? How do you spot? How do you spot that?
They will come with a stupid, yo, what's up, mommy? You look good. You look good. Yo, what's up? Yo.
So you be like going somewhere drinking, and then they'll say, "Hi, how are you? What are you eating, or what are you drinking? That looks nice." I'm like, really? No. But sometimes, but there are some young looking good men out there. When you're sitting down having a salad with a nice glass of wine and just come, oh, I'm sorry if I'm disturbing you, mom, but can I sit with you? You look good. Where you live? Oh, you African girl, you chocolate. I'll be like, I got a man. Don't worry. Just get out of
What
here.
are you talking about, Winnie?
The younger man, how do you know that the younger man is interested in you? Is how they come up to you. Some they'll come up with a yo, you just say, no, 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 no. Don't be yoing me here.
Yo,
And
Me,
then,
I smell them from like 10 feet away. I smell them. I just
but
don't
there's some
even
younger
try.
men, what I'm talking about, Prisca, there's some younger men who come with you polite, like with respect. They'll call you a queen, they'll respect you, and you're like, damn,
I don't even like that queen. It's so fake.
Yeah.
that's a queen. Not
Hello,
like, oh my
queen.
gosh.
Hello, boy. Ask
Like,
me what's my name. It's so fake. Hello, queen. You beautiful. Especially us Africans. Ooh, in America, as soon as they hear the accent, oh, you're the beautiful queen. You're the Nubian queen. Oh, I hate that.
but you would know by the way they behave towards you, and then sometimes you'll go for it. Because there's some younger men who are very, very handsome and very matured.
And handsome is not it.
Winnie,
They're very matured.
You really like them, yeah. Because
No.
you're really emphasizing on this.
I'm a
There's
cougar,
someone
just like
very,
me.
very.
I'm a cougar, but I won't find middle one kind of middle nonsense. No, no, no. Me, I'll
Ah.
do it.
So if you're in your 50s and say you're 50, I'm 55. So if
mm,
somebody is 50 something, like 51 or 50, can you consider that a bad thing or it's still cougaring?
No.
It's
Cougaring?
still
You know what
cougar
I
and
mean?
minus 10. Men are very immature, so we always just need to take minus 5 minus 10. So if it's 50 minus 10, that's 45, and that puts you at 55. That's 10 years. So no, is the children.
Is the children.
Yes, yes, yes. I mean, you feel good. Don't get me wrong. If a young man comes to me and makes a very good comment, like, oh my God, you're so beautiful. I love your eyes, or I love whatever. I love that. But it ends there. If when they cross the line, I just tell them, I'm so sorry, I'm married, or I'm so sorry, I'm taken, just not to be disrespectful or being rude to them. But I don't tell them, "Iwe sick, kabiye kalali," or something like that. No.
Well, we know you, Irene. You can never be rude.
But
In my
Priska,
mind,
Yolanda, I would go to Priska. We know that he take 10. 45 when I'm 55. No, the man is matured. I would go for it. Hell no, Priska.
45, that's when they're finding themselves.
Yeah, but at least it's
That's
better.
when they wear shirts with button down because they're trying to find themselves. Because they don't know they are old, but at the same time they're old, so they want to find the 20-year-olds. So they'll button down and do a muscle to know.
Midlife crisis, yeah.
Forget about that one.
Midlife
That's funny.
I wish Basana, Irene.
Yeah, they
You
come
know,
in
Erin
pairs.
looks good for her age. So I'm sure it's always the little smaller Nyana boys that are going to her like, hey,
Sister, I am telling you, I'm not single because they don't hit on me. They all come in ages and sizes and whatever. Now I'm not my button. Ah,
Like a silver chin.
yes, sit down. I'll buy you a drink every day.
so buy you gas.
Yeah,
So
yeah, I'll
now,
buy you guys.
guys, the question now becomes, okay, so life happens. And sometimes we could sit here and say all we want to say, but what if there's somebody out there, they never intentionally thought, I'm going to go out, have a relationship with a man that's younger than me. But it happens, right? He has all the qualities that you've been praying for, and he checks all the boxes, right? He has a good job. He is caring. He is empathetic. He loves your kids like his own. And you find yourself in a relationship. Now, how do you ensure that that relationship is a success, right? Those are some of the words of encouragement that we need to give out there to those sisters who have found themselves in this situation. You didn't wake up and say, hey, you need to fire my chick. But guess what? They're the one that checks all the boxes for you, and here you are. How do we help them to stay successful in their relationship?
I'll go first. I think I'll tell them, like, girl, you prayed
Mm,
for a man and God sent you a man and you are blessed. If this is what you prayed for,
mhm,
the only thing we can give you is pray for wisdom, because they're
mhm,
still gonna mature. They still have to mature. So as a woman, you need to have wisdom and understanding that my friend is younger than me. I'm gonna respect him because he's a man. Do
mm,
not take him as your younger man. Take him as your
Mm.
husband and
mm,
respect him and honor him. He will understand. And then by the time he's gonna be going towards the 30s, you understand my wife loved me through my flaws, because love is love. So I'll tell my friend that. I'll be like, this is what God gave you. Take it. But just don't disrespect him. Because what happens is all these women, like I said, they are successful. And this younger man is successful too. But you'll be like, after all, you're even younger than me. No, 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 respect him because he's your man and he's your husband. He's going to be a father of your children. So all kind of thing. I'm being real.
She knows why she's being real.
Yay!
yes, she does.
Uh-huh.
And
Mm,
Memphis says it's not good to marry a man younger than you. Well, adding to what Winnie said, I
mm,
think the best thing to do for a successful relationship, if you have a younger man in your life, I think the first thing is you have to make sure you tell your relatives and friends to learn to respect him, because
mm,
Number
this
one.
is my man. It should start from there, because you can respect him all you want, but when you go around your family and friends, they're belittling him. You might not be there, you meet with your friend somewhere, and he's standing with your older friends from before. They'll start talking down at him, then it will bring confusion at home. So first and foremost, tell your friends and family, if you want to see me, I'm coming with my young husband.
Yeah.
Do not disrespect him.
May, may I,
Period.
no, I wanted to add on what Irene said. Respect is earned.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Depending on his behavior, if
Hmm.
he is disrespectful,
If
he's
he's a
rude to
Mulwanda.
you.
So
Yeah. If he's, yeah, perfect example. How do you respect that person?
Mm,
Because that person is disrespectful to somebody that you love. He's
mm,
immature. He throws tantrums.
mm.
When you have, if he's respectful, he treats you right, he treats you with love, then that's it's earned. Then that's fine. But if it's disrespectful, if you are married to my sister, my friend, and you're disrespectful, I will disrespect you too. Don't
Mhm.
even ask me to
In,
respect them.
in this setting, I'm giving an example of a very successful relationship. The guy is very good, the woman is very good. It's a very successful relationship. Now, how does it grow? That's
Mm,
when I said you have to do these things.
you do
Because
it.
I
if he's a Rwanda, like you said, there's nothing we can do about it.
I know somebody that's married to somebody younger, and they're very successful in
Hmm.
their marriage. You won't even tell that
mm,
he's younger. Only when you look at him, he's very respectful. He
mm,
treats her right. He buys her gifts. Just like, when we said, would you marry an older man, ugly man with money? He
mm,
brings all of that to the table. And they're
Nice.
both successful. And they have a very good, successful marriage. They've been married for over 15 years now. So
Amazing.
do find some like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see what Toya has to say. Priska.
These young men, caramel sands of Eve to approach me directly in a sober manner with all their with all their compliments in the
Mm.
beautiful.
The
That's
bossy.
Hey, beautiful, how you doing? Love your sex. See, they're stupid like that. Once they come at you like that, treat them their children. Thank
Stop.
you to be
ah,
with our Mwandini. You're right. Once they come at you, bit child, go sit down. Take a
yeah.
shower. Learn how to scrub your armpits and put on deodorant before you.
Oh, gee.
Mom says, I have American friends who are married to men who are 9 years younger than them and are very happily married. Like
See
we
that?
said, there are some successful ones. So, guys, we're not talking about everybody. We know that there's some successful ones out there. It's the bad ones we're talking about.
Sandra agrees with Winnie. Winnie, I hear you.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, Winnie, you got your points. Respectful. Hmm.
Sandra Sapo Tindwa. For a relationship to be successful, it depends on where or not partner shares similar beliefs, true
Mhm,
goals and values about the relationship. Do I think she meant to say, do they support each other? Do they
mhm,
support each other's goals? Are they committed to the growth of the relationship? And do
mhm.
they resolve problems in a constructive way, no matter the age? Which is true.
Word. You got it on that
I definitely agree with you, Sandra Tindwa, on this one. Every relationship to be successful, it's about your values. What are your values? What does he value? What do you value?
one. Yep.
Do you believe in God? Do you believe in the principles that the Bible put or set forth to make a marriage successful? Right. And how do you resolve your conflicts? Is he
Mm-hmm.
somebody that throws tantrums, or he's somebody that says, hey, you annoyed me in this way. Can we sit down and talk about it? Or is he going to throw a tantrum in front of your friends? So
Yeah.
it doesn't matter what the age is, that kind of maturity. If a man possesses that kind of maturity, he's ripe for marriage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Sandra is
there's
my
some
friend.
older men who are very mature.
Mhm.
Trust me.
So I
Mm.
like how Sandra has been very active. Thank you, Sandra. She's the marriage counseling, and one day she will come here and because she's professional marriage counseling. So I'm glad you're putting it out there. But you're right, Nelly. You need to be able to value, what do you guys value? What do you guys have faith? Like all those things lying on the same level in order to have you guys have a successful relationship. You need to be on the same page. So age is just the number, guys. Age is just a number.
Irene, you want to read the next comment? He's
This
just
one.
talking.
Okay, so Mangala says, okay, I love this. Mangala says there are three parts in a relationship: me, you, and us.
Mm,
How are we going to sacrifice to make this relationship work? It's a give and take, which is only true,
mhm.
regardless of whether it's the man is older or younger, vice versa. It's three parts.
That's true.
Yeah, you and us.
At
It's a
the end
good.
of the day, like be age, no age, you have to be with a partner that brings the best out of you.
Yep.
You have to be with a partner that helps you grow together. Not
Mhm.
somebody's just sitting on the couch, nuevo le bomba, nuevo le chita fiance. Be young or whatever age. For me, that's important. Like
Yep.
you said, you, me, and us. There's no
Yep.
party. How
No.
we gonna grow in this relationship as well as empower ourselves.
True. True that.
That's why bamiri bakwatire ma problem but mayo bamiri naye bakwata ma problem because balesha vya mafuta bena uli omu wamalaria afya olupia basitisha motoka omu wamalaria afya olupia nga baya panse bamusitire fya kufuala to show off her friends. That's why Millie did not have respect. The respect could have come from Millie. She was trying to just make it up for herself. Kula shitafe shine shine. Oningopwa, no, make him work. When she met him right on the beginning, yes, like you said, Priska, Ali Mujeo, you can marry
It's a
somebody
felony. Where is it gonna work?
felony, whatever that is. Kuchafa kwa kantemba mambala. Alisha kwa mafoni.
It's true. It's true. Entrepreneurship, you don't have to like get a 9 to 5. You can be an
Yeah.
entrepreneur, and it's very common in Zambia. Millie herself is an entrepreneur.
She is. Aisha kwa kantemba lesha kwa mafuta. Lepta masa wetu lesha mafuta. Ngari mwebele, I love you, but I want you to work. If that man was working, earning something, he was gonna love and respect it. But guess what? He's receiving something as a children, and the only thing you're getting is pabedi.
And I
No,
want
no,
to
no.
say, not to cut you off, Winnie, I just thought about something. I want to say something to what you said. So when we're using Millie as an example, because that's what's going on, Winnie did say that we had this topic earlier on. We are not bashing her. We want to bring the best out of her. And this is just an example of marrying somebody that is younger than you. And when they throw tantrums. Now, she did say that the guy is an addict. Addiction is a disease, guys. So if you are going through or you have a person or a relative that's addicted to somebody, recognize it as a disease and get help for them. So we're not bashing her or laughing at her. We're a positive show. We want for you to see an example of when you date younger men that are stupid, immature, and he's sick.
Yep.
That's what happens.
Yep. You're right, Priska, because well, that's the number. We have that on the screen. Please, please. I wanted to say something, but I'll read this. Are you a survivor of sexual abuse or incest and you need help? We have a toll-free number there in Zambia. Free counseling, free therapy. Please reach out. Don't be shy. Reach out. And for us Insaka ladies, like Priska said, we are all about positiveness. Sometimes we goof around and go off trail. We're just trying to make everybody laugh, but we mean business. We mean empowerment. We mean to inspire you with what we're bringing on the table. It might not be Millie, it could be somebody else who's going through what Millie is going through. She can watch this show and learn from it. So this is a women's problem. Every woman needs to watch this and see what they can learn from it.
And even if you're not a woman, if you have a sister,
Mm-hmm.
you have a woman that you care about. If you're a man, you have a woman you care about in your life that is going. This is advice that you can pass on, guys. It's all about building positive, healthy relationships.
Yeah.
So we just want to, in conclusion, for myself, I just want to leave you guys with this. To me, age is just a number. Yes, there are some limits that we're not going to cross, but at the end of the day, if a man or a woman who is younger than you checks all the boxes that you've been praying for, then there's no reason why you should not pursue that relationship simply because the person is 5, 6, 7 years younger than you. That's from me.
Even 15.
To me, age is not just a number. Age is real. I'm joking. I'm joking. Love is beautiful. Love on each other, respect each other. And when you're in a relationship with also counseling, guys, helps. Go
Yes.
to church. Go to somebody that you trust, because these days, I'm a pastor, but these days, the self-made pastors, you can't even go to them and confide in them. They will start talking.
Mm.
Find somebody that you trust. Yes, they don't even get me started about those ones. Find
That's your
somebody that you
another
trust.
day.
Find somebody that you trust, somebody that can counsel, a professional marriage counselor that's not going to take your business out there. So love is love, love on each other, respect each other, and that's where I leave it.
Mangala, Princess Mangala says, handsome, mature, financially stable, responsible, not Rajon Solio Wari. As a woman, be careful, not to benten. This goes to both younger or older. You're right, Princess. For me, I think true love should conquer. Yeah, it's just talk when we say I want an older man instead of a younger man. We can never say never. Like Nelly said, if the guy checks out, there's no reason for me to say you check out, but you are young. That means you are shattering all the beautiful things that you would have had with that man. So I take that back.
All right. And guys, just to remind you, please join us next Sunday. We have a Valentine's special show. Next Sunday, we are doing part 2 of how to bring the sparkle or maintain the sparkle in your relationship. How do we keep those butterflies in the stomach? How do we keep the fireworks going? So please, you don't want to miss this. It is part 2 of what we started. We talked about this before, and you all wanted some more. So we're going to bring it back next Sunday.
Yes. So as we come to conclusion, I'm not gonna say much about this, but I hope you guys enjoyed our show today. And it's not about Millie. We had this plan, but it's okay for her to watch it and let's learn something about it. Love is love. Love is beautiful. Age is just nothing but a number. You can date at 15, 20, even 10. It's
Anyway.
how